Hello everyone, Kristina here. Welcome to another live stream here on my YouTube channel. Happy Memorial Day to those who are celebrating, those of us who have given their lives in service for the good of our country. It's a special day, and it's also a day when, I don't know about you, but sometimes you like to celebrate the lives of other loved ones that you may have lost. So happy Memorial Day to all of you out there who are celebrating, or celebrating is not quite the right word. Acknowledging, maybe something like that. Anyway, today I have a couple cards for you actually, because I picked out one color scheme and then I couldn't decide. Well, I had two really, and I couldn't decide between the two. So we're actually going to do both because why not? Right. But also I think I did about 90 minutes prep work for these cards because they are very die cut heavy. And we're going to get into it. So some of you, okay, so my live on Friday, I was combining two different products from different releases, which most of the time when I'm designing a release, I want everything in that one release to kind of be able to work together, but not necessarily between releases. But because I'm designing it and it's my aesthetic, most of the time you can mix and match from different releases. So today we're going to go along those lines, and we're going to be mixing two different die sets and a stamp set. They're all from three different releases. We're revisiting it and we're going to have fun. Now, I know a lot of you out there got the gentle, what is it called? Gentle Berries. No, is it Gentle Berries only? Is that what it's called? Yes. Gentle Berries stem layering dies. And my very first release, we're breaking them out. This is not a holiday card at all, but we're going to use them on a holiday card. And then let's just switch to the overhead and I'll just show you what we're using. We are using the Spring Bloom Inlay dies, the Gentle Berry stem layering dies. We're going to steal a sentiment from the Long Line Roses stamp set and dies because the die will cut it out. And then we're going to do a little texture on our card base with the Finishing Touches dies. So technically, well, I think these two are from the same release. They're both from May. This one was from September, and then this one was from April? March? I think it was March. No, it was April. So we're kind of mixing and matching today, but it's going to be good. I've got lots of prep work. You're not even going to believe how much die cutting I did. It's insane. We're going to start with... we're going to start with these dies here. I was trying to decide which way I wanted to start with this. We're going to work on the background of these cards. I'm doing 5x7 cards today. And we're just going to do a bunch of these like stitching lines across the front of each card. I thought these would be really, really fun, just kind of like repeated. So we're going to have to run this through multiple times. So get ready. We're going to have lots of die cutting fun here because this was something that I did not have time to prep. Everything else I prepped. Anyway, I am not working directly on the card front because see how this kind of warped the paper? I discovered that it would be better to kind of work on a single panel and then glue it down because then it's not warped cutting these. And I think I have to do this 5 times across. And I'm flipping the die each time just so it's not like directly side by side repeating. All right, we're gonna flip this one more time. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like if it goes through the die cutting machine multiple times, it kind of flattens out. So I might run this through one more time after I'm done cutting everything, just to make all of the stitching lines look the same. All right, so we've got that whole background. I'm gonna run this through one more time just to make sure all of it is flat and looking the same. And it also flattened out some of that like warping stuff too. Perfect. Okay, so you guys notice how smooth and flat it is over on this end. That was the first one that I cut. And then it got a little bit deeper as we went along. I don't think it's going to be that noticeable on the final card, so I'm not going to worry about it. But just because of that, I think I'm going to start in the middle this time. Remember, I'm doing 2 cards, different color schemes on each. So one color scheme is all like teals to navy blue, or aqua teal to navy blue. The other one is going to be pink. Well, it's mostly kind of just like pinks to maybe purple to blue. Oh, I don't need that tape. I need this other tape. So we're going to do ink blending on both of these card fronts. Okay. I just like to hold that. This is just like cheap, inexpensive computer paper. So let's start with the teal to blue. So I'm using Tidepool, Juniper, and Midnight. So I'm going to start, actually, I think I want to start, it might actually only be Juniper to Midnight now that I think about it. I'm going to start with Juniper.
We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat. The world outside can't wait a few, 'cause right now we got nothing else to do. The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds, your hands still tangled up in mine.
I think that's actually going to dry back really nice because these colors seep into the paper and they start to like blend a little bit. So even when things look a little bit splotchy now, it will eventually start to blend out. So I'm going to set this aside. We might not even see that one until the very last card. Now I'm going to be using some pinks, and I'm paranoid that these colors will transfer. So I'm going to get out a new piece of paper. Start with Ballet Slipper. And I do want it to fade up to white on this end. So, ooh, my Ballet Slipper might need re-inking. We'll see.
Feet on the wall, your head on me, floating easy. We got nowhere to be, got nowhere to be. Your hair's a mess, but you don't mind. You just laugh, let it fall where it lies.
All right, so I'm going to set this aside. So here are the 2 backgrounds. Oh, those look really cool. Those look awesome. Now we're going to do a bunch of inlay die cutting, except all the die cutting's already done. So thank heavens, because it took me, I think, over an hour to do all the die cutting. We're going to do the flowers first. So this is actually the Spring Bloom Inlay flower. Let me show you what it actually looks like. This is the full flower, but I only wanted just the flower. I didn't want the stem and leaves. So I just, had it hang off the edge of a piece of white cardstock when I die cut it. You could also die cut the entire thing and just snip off the stem, but that's what I did. And these in particular are going to be popped up off the front of the card. So I wanted to have the base layer that's just the white underneath. So what I'm going to do is, oh, here's that flower. I did cut a full flower, just in one case. But I'm going to take my Honeybee Precision Glue, and where are my tweezers? Here they are. I'm just going to apply a few dots of glue. I don't have to be super careful with this because if glue squidges out, it's not a big deal. I'm going to be putting the colors of the flower on the inside. But basically I'm doing this and then I'm lining it up. Place that down, and then before it has a chance to dry, I'm using my fingertips and really moving that around and getting it lined up. The petals are in powder. The little shadow area is Juniper, and then the center of the flowers is gold matte, or matte gold.
Coffee is cold, but we take a sip, talk about nothing. Let the morning slip. Oh, it feels like that, like summer air through window cracks. Oh, it feels like that, like summer sun on quiet tracks. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer rain that falls so slowly on the naked skin upon your back. Oh.
Okay, to finish off these flowers, I need to cut off the little stem at the bottom. So I waited to do this until I had everything put together so that I can just do a little fussy cut like that and it finishes off the flower. Just taking off the little stem. So I used a Ballet Slipper for the petals on the Ballet Slipper Watermelon Midnight card front for the flowers. So this one is going to go with these flowers. All right, so I'm just cutting the stems off of these like I did on the blue ones. Okay, so now I have all 6 of my little flowers. So now we need to do 4 of the Gentle Berry stems, 2 for each card. In fact, I think I might adhere these to our card bases before I move on, just because it'll make them a little bit more sturdy. And because these are a little bit warped, do you see that? They're just a little warped. Because of that, I'm going to put this Altenew Ultra Sticky wide tape. This is 1-inch wide tape. And I find that it does really, really well for adhering stuff like this, because it's going to have to go down onto a card front. And we want it to stick down in every single corner. There we go. Just a little bit more, and then I'll put these down onto our card front. Hopefully that'll get really, really flat. So this is still kind of really warped, but I'm hoping that by putting this adhesive like all over the back of it and then putting it down onto the card base, hoping it'll flatten out. I guess I could also run it through my die cutting machine one more time. Okay, so the top of the card is going to be right here. Really flattening that out. Okay, this one, dark is going to go at the top as well, but it's a landscape card. So we'll just put that right there. Trying to get it to line up on that fold. I'm going to have a little bit of white showing right there. Okay, so I've got these 2 here. And then what we're doing with these is we're getting them arranged. The second one is going to go like this and kind of like nestle in. And I want to make sure that I have this little stem and this little stem left over, because I'm going to take those pieces and move them to areas where we need them. So I'm going to pick this up and I'm just going to put little dabs of glue, just, you know, in different spots. Now, like that. And it looks really cool just with the white outline, but we're actually going to fill it in. Okay, so over here, we're going to have it come off the end here like this. So, I'm just penciling that in right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and snip this off. Because then I don't have to worry about accidentally adhering it where I don't want it. And then I don't have to worry about putting glue all over it too, you know. Okay. It also gives me kind of like a visual cue for where I need to adhere it. Okay. So we're just doing that. I'll put a paperweight on top of that. There we go. And then I can start to adhere these other little pieces. Right up here. It's just kind of coming in from the end there. Okay, so this is coming in like this. So now I'm going to do the same exact thing, but on this card, same orientation of the leaves. So now I kind of have a guide for what I'm going to do on the other card. All right. So now we have 5 million of these little gold dots. Every single berry will be gold. So
It feels like that, like a love song on a worn out track. Yeah, it feels like that. Feels like that. Yeah, it feels like that. Na 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 na. Feels like that. Oh, it feels like that, like summer air through window cracks. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer sun on quiet tracks. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer rain that falls so slowly on the naked skin upon your back. Oh, it feels like that, like a love song on a...
crisis averted. I thought I was going to lose the gold berries, but no, I lost a leaf. And you know what? I'm probably going to find it on the bottom of my card or something. Nope, nothing on the bottom. Okay, so now I can take my big, huge scissors and I'm going to trim those off. Okay. I'm going to take my flowers and I'm going to put some foam tape on the back of them because these don't have to be like perfectly up to the edge of each flower. You know what I'm saying? They can be a little bit, let the flowers kind of hang out. I forgot we need our greetings first so we can get the flowers on there in the right spot, y'all. All right, so, but I am going to do the same greeting for both cards, so that'll make it kind of fast. Midnight cardstock back here. All right, let's put that on the corner of my Misty. Put that down. And let's see, we are using the Long Line Roses stamp set. And I thought I would do the Better Days Are Coming for both. I'm going to put down a ton of, well, probably not a ton. Oh, here we go. Yeah, quite a bit of powder. And then stamp in Concord and 9th white pigment ink. Very gentle press on that because it's a very dainty greeting. And I'm going to put some white embossing powder over it. And then I'm going to stamp it one more time. And we'll do it again. All right, I'm going to heat set this. Oh man, I love that font. Look how dainty that is, but it just embosses so well. And I'm going to use just a little bit of Easy C tape to hold this down once I get it in the right spot. I also think that, like, to get clean and crisp embossing with white on dark surfaces, white pigment ink is where it's at. I mean, I have in the past gotten really good results with like an embossing ink, like a clear embossing ink like Versamark, but consistently I have better results. Oh, I moved the die. Consistently I have better results if I use white pigment ink. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to get these greetings on first, and then I'm going to bring on the flowers, just because I want to make sure that the flowers are not going to be too close to the greeting. Okay. All right. So this one's going to go down here, just down here in the corner. All right, this one's going to go kind of in the center, but off to the side like that. And then we're going to do like a little flower right there. Oh, wrong flower. Flower right here. And a flower right here. Doesn't it make it look so different just having the flowers? Blows my mind. All right, so we'll just do this one right there. Okay. Actually, maybe I'll have it be a little closer to that other one. Yeah, I like them. Like these are touching and these are touching. I like that. So here are the two finished cards for today. Lots of really fun tips and tricks along the way. Most of the tips and tricks I probably edited out because we were getting pretty chatty over in the live chat. So if you would like to see all the tips and tricks, you might want to watch the full length version of this live stream. But if not, thank you for watching the edited, and I appreciate it, and for you tuning in. I'll be back hopefully later this week with another card. It just really depends. I've got a design deadline coming up, so you might not see a card from me, another one this week, but I'm really hopeful that maybe I can get one and have some time in my craft room. So thanks so much for watching today. All of the supplies that I used are listed down below in the video description in case you want to click over and do a little shopping, pick a few things up. And thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys next time.